Thanks a lot, frickin' Wallace. Okay. What's this useful? Restoring you. Use a hyper potion on you. And a Moo Moo Milk on you. And perfect. Good as new. Okay, the funny thing is, you have this music, right? The awesome adventuring music and stuff. And then as soon as you exit here, well, there, that was your adventurer music, because now you have this music, which replaces that music from Sky Pillar in the beginning. Also, something that I really miss, because actually, I believe I was actually good at this puzzle because I've done it so many times. I think I've done it like, what, 5 times or something? Back in Ruby and Sapphire. So, yeah, doing the bike thing. You can't, it's not possible anymore. And also, funny thing, bottom screen represents the old ice, or the old Sky Pillar thing with the cracks and all that too. I remember so many people complained that, or were happy that the puzzle was gone, but I actually do miss that puzzle, which I call it more of a battle of wits because of trying to get the timing perfectly. So you came for me. Thanks for that. That's really good, LB. I really feel it right here. I'm really feeling it! Since you've been a good girl, I think I'll give you something that I've been keeping. Look, the painting that covers the walls of this tower. See, these are the history of humanity, of Pokemon, and of nature itself. They're the tales that have been passed down by my ancestors, the Draconids, for thousands of years. And now, I will pass that history and lore onto you. Thousands of years ago, in the Primal Age long lost, the world was overflowing with natural energy. Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre fought over that energy in endless, furious clashes. In the face of Primal Groudon and Kyogre's great power, people could do nothing. The only choice was to watch as disaster upon disaster swept over them. It was in such a time that a great many meteoroids poured from the darkness of space, from a place higher even than the heavens, and the meteoroids fell in their multitude upon a waterfall that had long been a home to a tribe of Dragon-type Pokemon users. Known as Meteor Falls? Okay, that's it. That's the end of the first chapter of my tale. I'll tell you the next part of the story on the next floor. Look forward to it. So yes, this is our little background story of this place because we try to build story in such a short little episode of this game. Also, if you go back here, there's an item back here. A dragon scale, believe it or not. Something that you can use to, like, what? Evolve Seadra into Kingdra if you trade and stuff. I think that's the only one. It feels like there's another, but I can't quite remember right now. And whatever. Let's head up. Is there anything over here? Oh, you. Okay. Oh, here you are. What were you doing? Let me continue. It's finally time for Chapter 2. Here we go! Here we go! At last, right? Huh. I know you're thrilled. Not really. The meteors shone with a rainbow brilliance as if some great life was held within. That was when, as if drawn by the brilliance, a Pokemon that shone in a blazing emerald hue descended from the heavens. That Pokemon was none other than Rayquaza. Rayquaza's power overwhelmed that of the two primal Pokemon, and peace returned to the world. The people of Hoenn revered Rayquaza as a true savior. 1,000 years after this time, the meteoroids once again fell. A huge meteoroid, far greater than any before, struck the planet, boring deep into the ocean and leaving behind it a crater larger than any other. The land born of this event later became known as Sootopolis. And that is it! Chapter 2 is over! But we've only just left the starting line. There's a long way yet. Don't fall behind now. Yeah! I think we got another 3 parts of the story. Exciting stuff, isn't it? Oh, wow! We're already here! Now our tale reaches the best part. Sootopolis was born from a great meteoroid strike. The great meteoroid was the first of many disasters to befall humanity. When it punched into the planet, the land cracked beneath it, and a great welling of natural energy poured from beneath Hoenn. Thirsting for that energy, Primal Kyogre and Primal Groudon once again woke. The people had a wish, a memory from 1,000 years before. They wished that the legendary Pokemon clad in emerald light would appear again. The huge meteorite that lay at the heart of Sootopolis gave off a boundless brilliance. In its brilliance, it resembled a vast and powerful keystone. And once again, Rayquaza descended from whence it came in the heavens. The people fell to their knees before Rayquaza and made a wish for salvation. As they did, a great change came over the legendary Pokemon. It was enveloped in a blinding light. As the light receded, they beheld a Rayquaza beyond all knowledge, a sublime figure, incandescent with overwhelming life force. Yes, something that... I find it funny how Rayquaza was like a very crappy Pokemon that, like, comparing it to Groudon that could learn something like Rock Slide, I believe, back in the day. And, well, still today, but still back in the day. And Kyogre, which could learn Ice Beam, which has a 4 times weakness to Rayquaza. Rayquaza still was able to settle them down, but in actual battle, Rayquaza would pretty much lose really badly. But now, well, you'll see in a little bit. It was humanity's wish that brought about Rayquaza's transformation in the face of the Rainbow Stone. Yes, a wish, an intangible thing, invisible to the eye. Yet this wish bound people and Pokemon together, enabling the legendary Pokemon to change its appearance. Doesn't it remind you of something? Yes, of Mega Evolution. That's right. It sounds like Mega Evolution, doesn't it? Yes, I just said that. Alright, and up we go even further. Higher, higher, higher! Yes, sounds like something from Disney or something. And how did the story end? After being transformed by the wish of the people, did Rayquaza save them from disaster? Well, obviously, if we're still standing here. Rayquaza once again confronted Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre. The golden filaments that sprang from its body covered the sky. An emerald brilliance illuminated the area. A terrible wind rose. The wind and emerald light visibly sapped the power from Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre. Drained from their primal powers, the two vanished into the depths of land and sea. Rayquaza watched them go, regaining its usual appearance. Then it soared back up into the heavens, where it dwelled. A witness to this series of events, a tall visitor from a distant land, said, "It is the Delta, born of the great disturbances in this world. By the bonds born of mankind's wish and the power of the stones, it will calm the troubles that plague the world. That was the when the Draconids constructed their great tower to hold the rainbow stone that had granted Rayquaza its power, and to try to get a little bit closer to Rayquaza in the heavens above, to record the history of their trials and the great feats of mighty Rayquaza for all to know. They left behind the murals you see here. A giant tower and paintings of the past. You know, I feel like I've seen something like that recently. Yeah, in Granite Cave. But now I suppose it's time for the last chapter in our tale. Yes, the 5th and final chapter. But before that, isn't there a way to get to that TM? I thought... Did I already pass it? If I did, then whatever. Maybe I go left instead. At last, we've reached the final chapter. 1,000 years of peace followed after that disastrous time, but the Draconid people, learning from their long histories, cyclical nature, foretold that the meteoroids would fall on this land again. The meteoroid to come, they prophesied, would be... The meteoroid to come, they prophesied, would be far greater than those that had come before it. Yeah, I had to read the whole sentence for it to make sense. This meteoroid would be great enough to break the world forever. In order to prevent this great calamity, those who held the knowledge of the past arrived at a plan. Their plan was to invoke Rayquaza, the great savior, and summon it to this land before the meteoroid could strike. And that's it. That's the end of the Draconid's tale. I spent a long time thinking about how I could protect the happiness of as many people as possible. What I must do, as one who holds both the knowledge and the power, one who bears the heavy wishes of those who could not live up to that fate. Well, I had to be really creative, you know? Talk about ending the sentence and then leaving immediately. That's like, I had to know, you know? Bye. And this is... Explosion! The most powerful move in the game! Except, it kinda sucks compared to what it was back in 4th generation. Back in 4th generation and lower, the move would like half defense as well, so... Imagine that, a 300 base power move, I think it is. Is it 300 or is it 250? 250! A 250 base power move, lowering defense as well while you did that move. Yeah, that would be really, really harsh to get hit by. See that, Aster? You always wanted to watch them, right? The Litlionoids, or Litlionid's. A million glittering stars falling from the sky. The show is about to start. Aren't we happy now? Yes. What could be better, dear Aster? Man, it looks like things are getting serious right now. Welcome to the Dragonheart Altar, LB. You know what I'm trying to do here by now, don't you? That's right. I will summon Rayquaza to this world to destroy the meteoroid headed for Hoenn. This is it is our duty. Ever since I was a little girl, I have always turned my eyes up to the sky.
when I was so full of uncertainty that I felt my heart might be crushed by it, when I was so grief-stricken and alone I thought my heart might break of it. I turned and looked up there, so that my tears would never ever fall.
And black screen again, because this game does not want to be very happy with me.
What about you? Have you ever had to do something like that?
Sure. Yeah, I'll agree with you. I've been agreeing with you this whole time. Sure.
Right. I used to watch the stars like this all the time. Together with Aster. We were always together in good times and in bad. I loved her. I loved her with everything I had. But I still lost her. I want to see her. I want to be with her again. My sweet Aster. I will, won't I? With this, just a little longer.
So what some people have thought is either A, Aster was her sister that died somehow, but it's not explained, but passed away and it was her sister, or if you notice something, some people, I haven't seen people really say this, but if you notice, most people refer to my character as a girl, and she's a teenager, yet Zinnia is always referred to as a woman, and so it has to make you think, is she just small in stature, like you know how there's smaller in height people, and so she may look like a child, but she's actually a woman. And so, some people thought that Aster might be her daughter, too. So, yeah, that's something to think about. It's like, she's always referred to as a woman, yet like, the only person that really referred to her as a teenager is someone that's from Alpha Sapphire. Meanwhile, everyone refers to May as a freaking kid, so... except for that Alpha Sapphire person. Same person, so... yeah, I don't know what to think about Zinnia. If she's actually a teen that might be like 18 or something, or if she's actually a woman that just has a childlike stature and stuff. I mean, isn't there a Pokemon trainer or a Pokemon character that acted like a child but is technically an adult or something? I feel it. Yeah! In! Wasn't In considered like the prince or something, and he had this childlike behavior or something, but then whenever he actually became a Pokemon trainer, he kinda grew out of it, and yeah, enough thinking about that. Let's get back into the story.
Guess I should say good morning.
Oh, game, don't say that. It's 3:26 in the freaking morning, so you can... Shut up, it's 3:26. You can say night still or something, or evening, whatever. Shut up. Oh, you're talking about because your long story. Also, she has that anime tooth thing when she smiles like that, if you saw it. That snaggle tooth or whatever. Okay, enough.
I think it's time I gave it a shot. I'm sorry for all the trouble I caused you. If something happens to me, please, take this little one. Okay, here I go. With jewel bright and borrowed might from the spirits of the departed, through sacred rite, in thy great sight, my life as well I offer.
The keystones that Zinnia holds are giving off a blinding light!
I summon thee to aid this fight and save us from disaster. Realize them upon this world. For this do I summon thee. Rayquaza!
That music.
Rayquaza! I did it! I did it! Now the world will be saved! Aster, I did it! Great Rayquaza, hear my wish. Achieve your Mega Evolution. Take hold of your true power. Show me your true face, the Rayquaza that will save this planet.
Zinnia's keystone does not react.
Huh? How can this be? I gathered all of the keystones that could withstand your great power, and summoned you here. You came, and yet, why? Come on, do it! Mega Evolve! Why? Why won't you?
Still not reacting. And that's the sound of Rayquaza being sad if you saw the ellipsis.
What? It can't be! The one without enough power is you, Rayquaza? The meteorites that should lie within Rayquaza's great body aren't enough? Have these 1,000 years drained them of their power? This can't be. I can't. Everything I've done till now. Aster, I can't take any more.
The meteorite LB has began to glow.
That's
that meteorite that we've had in the bag this entire time. The glow of LB's meteorite grew even stronger.
What? That meteorite! It's just like a megastone?
Chomp! Rayquaza swallowed LB's meteorite from her bag! Light is spilling forth from within Rayquaza's body! Its power is returning it to itself!
Whoa! Swallowing meteorites allows it to store as much power as a megastone. Your meteorite summoned forth the power needed for Rayquaza to Mega Evolve. Ha! It's amazing! LB, Rayquaza's trying to build up power. It wants power for itself to take you on. Use everything you've got and win over Rayquaza. You have to master it! This is the legendary Pokemon that all Hoenn views as our great protector. And the only one who can direct it now, it's you! You have to do this!
Bye! Yeah, the funny thing is, you can actually, after that long freaking cutscene, you can actually leave the tower and go to the Pokemon Center and then come back and be prepared and all that, which I've already kind of did, so... Well, kind of did in my other games, so don't have to worry about this battle too much. And since it's actually required to catch Rayquaza, yeah. Because I believe if you faint it... yeah. BAM! Oh yeah? Well, I intimidate you, Rayquaza, with my less than ferocious looking self. I gotta do it. I want to see how powerful this. Of course you'd use Fly. At least it gets rid of that after the battle. Ow! For being intimidated, you still pack a punch. There goes more attack power right there. Okay, one more play rough ought to do it, unless it frickin' gets critical, then I'll be a little angry. Are you serious? You little punk! You're not supposed to be raising your stats to make yourself more powerful again? Oh, because that raises your attack power too. Friggin' hurts like hell though. Go Dive Ball! I should have put it to sleep first. If I can get a frickin' hit on it. Because I don't know if I'll be able to get a hit on it with, Breloom. I'm gonna catch it in a dive ball. I caught it in a dive ball in my other game. That's how much the catch rate is for Rayquaza. Catching it in a freaking dive ball. Alright. No. No.